Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting day for me because it is a Friday. My husband Jared is home. We just did the morning together. It was a really nice slow morning with Vivian. We had breakfast, just got her down for her nap, and now I am about to head out to have some quality time with me, myself, and I. On the scale of like introvert and extrovert, I definitely fall further onto the introvert side. And I was saying to my husband Jared the other day, like, I genuinely cannot remember the last time that I had more than like an hour by myself, other than like sleeping, without either him, Vivian, or someone else being around. And don't get me wrong, I can still rest and like be energized when I'm around my husband and when I'm around Vivian, but it's just different. The introverts that are watching this get it. Just like having time to be totally by yourself is an entirely different thing. And today I'm excited because I'm just gonna go out and like do my thing. I'm gonna go and do my favorite things. I'm getting my nails done. I have like an actual spa pedicure booked that I got a gift card for Christmas and never used. So I originally had a massage booked and I was gonna do the spa pedicure like immediately after. And yesterday they canceled it, and that was really unfortunate. There was just like a miscommunication on their end or something like that, but that's fine. I'll just do it another day. However, I am still gonna go and get my nails done like at a different nail salon before I go to the spa, and I'm gonna get myself a coffee or a smoothie. I might walk around HomeSense a little bit, and then I also am going to a physio appointment this afternoon because basically I sat down and I was like, what are all the things that I have like been slacking on for myself in this last little bit of like literally even getting my hair done. Like, I haven't gotten my hair done since like right before last fall, and so it's been honestly like 5 months-ish since I had my hair done last, I'm pretty sure, and I have just been slacking recently on like actually taking care of myself. So it's time to pull all that together today. We're gonna go and we're gonna have a little self-care day. I also feel like I do really need this because I have just been feeling kind of like in a rut a little bit lately. I've been extra tired because Vivian has been consistently waking up at like 5:45 every single morning for the last little bit. And it's tricky because 6 a.m. is like a very regular time for babies to be awake. Like, most babies will typically wake up between 6 and 7 a.m. is what I'm hearing. And so it's kind of hard to push that any further if that's just like their natural wake time. And I've tried to push bedtimes back. Like, I've tried to get her to sleep in a little bit later than 5:45 or 6 a.m. and she just will not. Like, it's been probably 2 or 3 weeks of the consistent, like around 5:45 a.m. I hear her crying, and so that's when my day starts, and I haven't been able to actually like wake up and do my time by myself of like exercising and reading my Bible and all that stuff. So I've been having to do that like either before I go to bed, and at that point I'm kind of like already like like the day went how the day went, or I'm having to do it while she's awake, and that's really tricky because she's like grabbing my Bible, she's crying when I'm not like, I don't know, down with her and I'm trying to exercise or something. So yeah, it's just been tricky. Like, I just felt kind of like I have been in a rut a little bit personally, and so today I think it's just going to be the start of me just resetting a lot of that, just giving it all back to God, just kind of accepting where we're at with this season of the early morning wake-ups. If any of you guys have any tips on how to get your babies to sleep in a little bit later, that would be nice. Share them. I'll try them. I'm open to anything. But for now, I'm gonna go get a drink and then maybe take you guys into HomeSense for a little bit. So let's enjoy this day together. I ended up going with a strawberry acai lemonade. Pretty sure that's how you say that. I used to always say acai until someone like a couple of years ago humbled me. I've been vibing with coffee as much recently, so I'm excited to try this. It is actually so good.
I don't know what to do. I'm so in love with you. And I know you love me too. Yeah, I'm so in love with you. I don't know what to do.
This section of today's vlog is brought to you by Puffs. Also, none of you are ever allowed to tell me that I only give my child sad beige toys, because this is the opposite of sad and beige. So I just got back from the appointment. Ignore all the laundry in the background. I've been ignoring that as part of my time to just have a moment for myself. But it all went really well. I didn't end up picking anything up at HomeSense other than these heavenly hunks, which I look for literally every time I'm there. I don't even know what they are. They're kind of like cookie dough. They're described as gluten-free bites. These are in the birthday cake flavor, but they're honestly so good. It's 100 calories for one piece, so I wouldn't necessarily call them healthy, but they are just a really filling snack. This is what they look like. Kind of like a delicious cookie bite situation. So I got those at HomeSense. There was also so much really cute like rattan furniture at HomeSense, but I don't know, I kind of feel like that's gonna go out soon. I feel like that's gonna be a chevron situation for us in a couple of years, where we all thought it was so cute and all got like a bunch of rattan and all did our nurseries with like rattan and boho, and like I'm guilty of that. I've done it too. But I feel like I'm gonna regret it if I get any more like major purchases like that. So I admired, but we're gonna hold off on that for now. So when I went and got my nails done, I didn't give her nearly enough time to actually do what I had asked to do. This was the inspiration photo that I gave her. It was like a nice almond shape with like a nice, very thin white nail on the top. Granted, these look like the girl's natural nails and they're quite long, and my nails going into it were pretty short, but here's what I got. A little chunkier than what I typically go for. I have like small hands and short fingers, and so when I get an acrylic on, and I think this is like UV gel, I typically try and get like a longer almond shape to it, just so I have like a little more length to my hands. And we didn't achieve that today. They pretty well match the hand that I have, which is short and stubby. And again, I didn't give her a ton of time, because by the time that I finished at Starbucks and went to HomeSense and then got to that nail salon, I think it was like 10:15, and my appointment at the like spa was for 11. So she did go pretty quickly, and she was an angel. She was so sweet, and so good experience all around, but just a little bit different than what I would have envisioned for myself. My experience at the actual spa was so lovely. I got in there and they were all so sweet, and then basically they brought me into this little lounge area, which I showed you guys a little bit of, and had me just kind of like sit and relax in there. They had some refreshments, and then the girl that did my pedicure came out, and she was so sweet. Like, she was such an angel. I didn't take any footage of the actual experience in there, like getting my feet done, because A, it's my feet, it's kind of gross and weird, and then B, I didn't want to make the girl feel uncomfortable, so I just kind of left it at that. But it was really nice. It was basically like what you would imagine like a full pedicure to be. I had like the foot soak, and then she did like the actual like maintenance of the nail. It wasn't just like a polish change or anything like that, but then it was like a full leg and foot massage, and I had a really great time. I just tried to put my phone down and really just relax and enjoy it. And I wasn't sure if I would have brought my Kindle with me or not, because I was like, do I want to just go screen free for this whole thing? But I had a book that I really wanted to read and show you guys, and that was this like 101 Essays to Change the Way You Think. To be honest with you, based on the title of this, I was a little bit weary of reading this book. Just because I feel like anything that talks about like changing the way you think in like today's day and age with like social and political agendas and all of that stuff, you just have to be careful, especially as someone that is a Christian. So I didn't really know what the book was going to be about going into it. I just knew a lot of people had recommended it, and I'm only like 3 or 4 chapters in. That's all that I got through today. But so far, you guys, yes, you need to sit on your bum bum so you can have more puffs, but I will give them to you. What do you think about that? But yes, as I was saying, so far it is really good. It's a lot more like psychology based than I was thinking, so it is very practical. But even this morning, there was a couple of things that I was reading that I thought were just so helpful with even like where I am in my stage of life, and what I was saying with like Vivian waking up earlier and me just kind of being like in a rut with all of that stuff. So chapter 2 talks all about the psychology of daily routine, and basically just talks about the fact that like your routine and the habits that you have determine what your mood will be like for the day, and your mood is what determines your attitude, and what determines your behavior and your actions. And so it's really important that you start first when it comes to your habits, and actually have that be part of how you determine what your mood is going to be for the day, and you have like full and complete choice over all of that stuff. And so it was just a good check for me to think like, okay, so if this is the new time that she's going to be starting her day, and that is my reality, First of all, that doesn't mean that that's what it's going to be forever. Being in a hard season doesn't mean that this is the rest of my life, so I don't need to like panic or be like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Or think that like the day is bad. It's just different from what I was used to before. And now I just need to come up with a new routine and new habits and new ways of operating. So I don't know what that's gonna look like yet. I feel like I need to go back to the drawing board a little bit and just map that out. But it was just a good, helpful check for me to be like, okay, there is actually a lot more that I can do here to help balance what's going on. So far, I don't know if I can recommend the entire book because again, like I haven't read it. I'm only 4 chapters in, but from what I've read so far, it has been really helpful. So you guys can check it out. I haven't really been loving my Kindle though. I've been trying to do like one, not self-help, but just more like personal development book with like a fiction, just fun book here and there. I tried to get into Colleen Hoover because I heard so many people talking about her stuff, but it is dark. I don't think that I can actually do it, like, because I don't know what it is. I find that I'm a little bit different with shows and books, and like, it's not that I can be like fully desensitized to what I'm watching in a show, but I feel like I don't absorb shows as much as I absorb books. And when I'm reading a book, maybe it's because I'm reading it like page by page and really soaking it in, it impacts me so much more than like a TV show that has something slightly scary in it or like a movie does. And so if I read something that freaks me out right before bed, I will actually be up having nightmares all night. And Colleen Hoover is, I can't do that. So if you guys have any recommendations for just like good, I guess, fiction books, it can be romance, it can be mystery even. I don't know if I would go as far to say thriller. I feel like the only thing that I'm not super into reading is like sci-fi. But for the most part, I'm open to most other like good fiction recommendations. So if you guys have any of those, let me know and I will try it out and download it to my Kindle. She's had so many crazy developments in the last couple of weeks. This week she said mama for the first time. She started army crawling last week. So she'll go up on all fours and rock now, but isn't actually crawling that way. She's crawling like on her belly. And then, what was the other thing you started doing? You started clapping. You started clapping. Whenever I do like, yay, she'll usually clap back. And she'll do like not this, but she'll do like this. And I'll take it. It still works. And the other day I saw her wave as well. So I don't know what's going on in your little brain, but you're making some big moves in there. Hey. So speaking of self-care, we just got something special for Vivian's bedroom from a brand called Pure Enrichment. And Pure Enrichment is a leading manufacturer of home, health, and personal care products. And they actually launched in 2010 with a really unique air purifier. And we got one of their air purifiers gifted to us for Vivian's room, which is really exciting because in the last little bit, she's been just having a lot of congestion and just like runny nose and things like that. And so Jared and I have been testing a few different things in her room to just try and help in terms of air quality. And so I'm going to show you guys what we got from them. So this is their Pure Zone Kids Bear air purifier, and it also has a HEPA filter in it with 4 stages of air purification. So there's a carbon pre-filter, which captures dust and allergen particles, as well as unpleasant odors and harmful gases. And then the true HEPA filter captures dust, pollen, pet dander, mold spores, and other allergens from the air. There's an antibacterial filter, which inhibits the growth of bacteria. And then finally, their UVC bulb enhances the elimination of airborne germs. There's a bunch of really cool features that it comes with. So there's an auto timer that will shut the unit off after 2, 4, or 8 hours of continuous operation. And then there is also a nightlight that it comes with as well. So there's 7 soft glow nightlight colors, as well as a sleep mode that allows you to dim all the lights except for the sleep mode light. Not only is it obviously super cute being a little bear in her room, but also the fact that it's going to help with just air purification and kind of eliminating some of the allergies or just some of the stuffiness that she's been experiencing is obviously a huge benefit. And it's also a bonus that it will eliminate some of the odor of her diapers as well. The Pure Zone Kids Bear Air Purifier by Pure Enrichment is backed by their industry-leading 5-year warranty, so your satisfaction is 100% guaranteed. And Pure Enrichment has been generous enough to offer you guys a coupon code if you want to check this air purifier out for your little one's room. So the coupon code is on the screen here, and you can also go to the link in my description box to save today. So thank you so much to Pure Enrichment for working with me on today's video.
Upside down, girl.
What's going on in here?
Down, girl.
Oh my goodness. This is what dads are for. Moms don't do this type of stuff. Oh my god. Okay, I'm back in the car, gearing up for round 2 of appointments and things like that. So right now I am going to the place that I do my physiotherapy at. I've been going to them since I had Vivian. My pelvic PT is at this location and she's absolutely phenomenal. But I'm not going to see her today. I'm actually going to go see someone for my knee. Basically, I have what they are calling, and I've known this for like 6 or 7 years now because that's when I first started noticing the pain in my knee. It's like kind of in both, but mostly in my left knee, and it's called runner's knee. And that is ironic because I would not consider myself a runner. I definitely did run a lot in my teenage years. It was something that I did just to kind of like clear my head, and in my free time, it was the way that I exercised primarily. But like as I got older, my knee pain got worse. I wasn't able to figure out a way to like make it comfortable. And so I just genuinely haven't really been running since then. I ran for the first time last week in like months and months and months. Like since I basically like even before I got pregnant with Vivian, it had been a really long time since I had run. So it felt good to do it, but again, like I just still have that knee pain, and so I was like, I'm just gonna go and figure this out. Like I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm literally 25 years old. I don't need to be walking around with knee pain like I'm 90. So I've been going and it's been helpful. I've been doing a couple of different treatments for it. Obviously, like the exercises to help get the strength back. So I'm doing things like clamshells and like side-lying leg lifts. He also has me doing a couple of things like with the staircase. So one of the things that I'm doing is basically like a single leg squat to try and get that strength back up in my knee, and those hurt me so bad right now. So I can only do them with like a very minimal, basically I can go down until it starts hurting, and that's where I don't go anymore. So a bunch of different workouts to try and just like get my knee functioning again, because if I don't, then like the pain is going to persist, and like the actual tears that are in the muscle, he was saying, will just like never fully repair. And that's how people end up needing like knee replacements. So we don't want that to happen. We're gonna get our knees in order in 2022. Today we're gonna go in, get a little bit of treatment. Don't know if I'm gonna do needling and laser or one or the other, or just like get more exercise programs, but I will let you guys know how it goes. So I just got home from physio a couple minutes ago. Ooh, that hurt today. The first time I did the needling, it honestly didn't hurt that bad. It was like a quick in and out. Today, he said that my muscle was really tight and there was like a bunch of knots in my quad. So I don't know if that contributed to the pain of it, but I was literally sweating on the table. It hurt so bad. And I feel like my leg like shot back when the needle went in, which didn't help. He said I'm gonna have a bruise coming out of it, and I already am bruising. So that was quite painful. The laser felt really good, and my knee honestly didn't hurt like coming out of it. It actually felt good, but it was so uncomfortable to have the needling done today, so I'm not looking forward to doing that again next week. I didn't add like any exercises or anything this time. It was mostly just like a checkup and preventative stuff, and like to keep working on the stuff I'm already doing, because I haven't like made a ton of progress with it yet. So hopefully over this next week it gets a little bit better pain-wise, but other than that, it was a good appointment. I'm just chilling with Vivian now. It's just after 5 o'clock. Jared's going to a hockey game with a friend tonight, and girl, that was a good toot. I had to stack the dog bowls over here because she keeps trying to crawl to them and eat all of his food. But Jared's sister Madison is coming over tonight, my sister-in-law, so we're gonna hang out, maybe get some pizza, watch some cheesy movies on Netflix, and just relax, which is a good way to end an already really good day. So I'm gonna wrap the vlog up here. I hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with me for a little self-care day. Schedule some time in for yourself to do this too. It can be hard sometimes to prioritize yourself when life is already so crazy and it feels like there's no room for it, but see if you can get a babysitter. See if your husband or partner or whoever is able to just take the kids for a couple hours. It doesn't need to be a full day. For me, it was just a couple of appointments in the morning and the afternoon, and I'm feeling like a whole new person. So it was a really good day. If you like this video, make sure that you give it a thumbs up before you head out today. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on more content like this. But until my next video, I love you guys. I'm praying for you guys, and I will see you soon.